Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week 3 of our StockHouse sessions in the house with Derek Warfield and the Young Wolfe Tones. And if the next 10 weeks or anything like the last 3 or the last 2, and tonight I'm in anticipation. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. And tonight's special guest, we have Eddie Kane from Allenwood, who's played along with the Marvis Wood on occasion, and Milo here. Did you get that? Did you get that, Milo? Was that good? That worked, did it?
Well
yeah.
done, Michael, well done.
A Kildare man, true and true, from up in Allenwood. Well, we're looking forward to having Eddie on stage tonight, and we hope you all enjoy it. Like I say, it's great to have music. Every week we're doing this. We're 1 week closer to having a live audience here watching these concerts, and I'm hoping that's not too far away yet. But in the meantime, we have Derek Warfield in the house, and I'll hand over. All right.
Thank you, Mick.
Just to remind everybody that actually Eddie Kane has sang with Derek and myself and Milo in the kitchen on many occasions, and Andreas.
Absolutely.
And,
We're recording in the. I mean, we're singing in the kitchen.
And also, himself and Derek are very good quad partners. So if you see stray quads driving around Kildare, you know who it is.
Yeah. And I have to say, we'll have Eddie on the show later on, but I had a wonderful evening and day with him, actually, driving around the Bog of Allen. And what a great treasure that particular place is. It should be a national park because it's a treasure of ecology and all the plant life in it. And but anyway, welcome indeed to Eddie tonight, and welcome to you folks all watching out there. We're going to be here on stage from now until 5 in the morning.
Right, good luck.
So fasten your safety belts. And we're going to start off with a great song that was written. We're going to go down to Kerry for our first ballad. It was written by Sean McCarthy. It's a great song called Step It Out Mary, My Fine Daughter. And no better man to sing it than Milo, who's all the way from the great metropolis of Kildare. And he's here tonight in County Meath. He thinks he's in the foreign land, but he's doing okay. And here he is with Step It Out Mary.
And give a shout out there to Mark Pittard, who says it's the best time of the week. Hello to my favourite band. Bernadette Vidal is watching in. Kevin Deegan as well, so fair play.
Horseman he came riding right off to her father's gate. Comes on a pure white stallion, comes at the straight of it. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Show your legs to the countryman. Daughter Mary of the golden hair. I have gold and I have silver, I have goods beyond compare. I will buy her silk and satin and a gold ring for her hand. She shall have a mansion, she'll have servants to command. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Show your legs to the countryman. House or land. I'm in love with a fine young soldier, he has promised me his hand. And father spoke up sharply, you will do as I command. You'll be married that Sunday and you'll wear the wedding band. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Show your legs to the countryman. Midnight she drowned with her soldier boy. And in the cottage there is music. You can hear her father say, step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Sunday is your wedding day. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Show your legs to the countryman.
Wow, there we go. That's the wonderful ballad there written by the great ballad writer from North Kerry, Sean McCarthy. Thanks, Milo, for a great job and a great song. And a song, incidentally, that was popularised by the late and great Danny Doyle. Danny was one of the great balladeers of Ireland, and he sadly passed away a few years ago. But not before. He recorded many great ballads, was the first to do so, and gave them, indeed, the warmth and passion that was part of his stories and part of his performance. So we remember him here tonight. But we're going to continue this time with a ballad, an old friend, a great song, and a wonderful story, and a great tribute to the men and women of 1916. It's The Foggy Jew. And The Foggy Jew, of course, was written by Father Charles O'Neill, and he wrote the song, indeed, to a very old tune that was collected in the same county that Father Charles was born in County Down. And the tune was collected from a man by the name of MacKnight. So this tune goes back to the 18th century, and it was very fitting that Father O'Neill chose that tune to salute and pay tribute to the men and women of Easter week. It's an extraordinary song because not only does it remind us of this men who signed our proclamation, but it pays tribute to all the participants and those, indeed, volunteers that gave to Ireland the promise that the Irish people deserved of freedom, liberty, and self-government. So we're going to sing the song for you now, and I'm joined by the wonderful band of the Young Wolfe Tones. On my left is Andreas and his nice
Red organ.
his red organ, and on the right is Damaris with her flying fingers and her banjo, and right behind me is Wayne, who's all the way from County Offaly. Wayne is playing bass. So, and of course, Mile you've heard. So let's see you enjoy this great ballad, The Foggy Jew.
Yeah, just giving it. There's Kelly Z watching in, Teresa Brown, Matthew Whedon as well. So thanks, guys. Melda Conern. And Roisin says it's her second. Roisin there says it's her second week to tune in. So fair play. Thanks, Roisin.
Lovely.
Paddy, my boy, Tony Watson. How you doing, Tony? Yep.
They're all in.
Terry Durkin as well. She has watched us live every Friday for how many weeks?
Over a year now.
Over a year? Well over a year.
Yeah.
She follows the Durkins.
Oh, sure, I'm everywhere.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Easter morn to a city fair rode I. There Ireland's lines of marching men and squadrons passed me by. No pipes, they hum, no battle to run, that sound its loud tattoo. But the Angelus bell or the Livy swell rang out in the foggy dew. Right proudly high over Dublin town, they flung out the flag of war. 'Twas better to die neath an Irish sky than the Tubla or Sodel Bar. And from the plains of Royal Meath, strong men came hurrying through, while Britannia's sons with their great big guns sailed in through the foggy dew. Oh, the bravest fell and the requiem bell rang mournfully and clear. For those who died at Easter tide in the springtime of the year. Oh, while the world did gaze with deep amaze at those fearless men but few, who bore their fight that the freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew. 'Twas England bade her wild geese go, that small nations might be free. But their lonely graves are by Suvla's waves on the fringe of the great North Sea. Oh, have they died by Pierce's side, or fought with Calhoun? Their names we would keep where the Fenians sleep, beneath the shroud of the foggy dew. Oh, the night fell crack and the rifles crack, may perfidious Albion reel. May the laden rain 7 tongues of flame, the giant or the lines of steel. By each shining blade a prayer was said, that through Ireland the songs be true. But when morning broke, still the war flag shook out its fold in the foggy dew. Back through the glen I rode again, my heart with grief was sore, for I parted with those gallant men whom I'll never see no more. But to and fro in my dreams I go, I kneel and I pray for you. For slavery fled, oh glorious death, when you fell in the foggy dew.
Oh,
Lovely.
lie down, I think I love you.
Thank you very much indeed. The great song, The Foggy Dew there. And this song, indeed, that song, indeed, celebrating the men and women that gave back to Ireland their national self-respect and self-esteem, the men and women of Easter Week 1960. And well, we're going to stay with the 1916 and the beautiful song, Grace. And Wayne is going to sing this song for us. I'm going to ask you all to join and sing it with him, because it's one of the most popular ballads. It was written by the O'Mara brothers. Wayne, it's one of your favourite songs, and I've always said it, Wayne, was a tour guide in the Kilmainham prison, and showed the people the Kilmainham prison, of course, is now a national museum in Dublin, and it's a must visit for anyone visiting the capital because it's such a part of Ireland's history. Everyone that loved Ireland spent some time in that Bastille. So I'm sure, Wayne, you cherish the years that you spent in Kilmainham.
Cherish, and you know, Derek, every day, even for me, was a learning day. You'd find out something new, whether it be small or large, every day in the jail, whether it dates back to 1798 or even up to the time it closed in 1922. You'd always find out something small or large every day, even for yourself, and then you'd convey it then to the tourists. But it was always good to be able to
well,
get
well,
that
you're going to
info.
sing a great song for us, and I'm sure many of you out there, it's your favourite. Here's Wayne with the beautiful song, Grace.
Looking in, John O'Mahony, Mick Lawler, so fair play, guys.
As we gathered in the chapel here in old Kilmainham jail, I think about these last few weeks. Oh, would they say we fail? From our school days they have taught us we must yearn for liberty. Yet all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They take me out at dawn and I must die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Now I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love of this dear land. But when Padraig called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They take me out at dawn and I must die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Now as the dawn, it's breaking, my heart is breaking too. On this May morn, as I walk out, my thoughts would be with you. And I'll write some words upon the wall so everyone will know I love so much that I could see his blood upon the road. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They take me out at dawn and I must die. With all my love I place
share our love, so we must say goodbye.
No, there won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye.
Thanks, lovely stuff, Wayne. There, great
Wayne.
song.
Lots
and,
of great comments there coming from the stream there. Everybody enjoying Wayne. There's Kelly said, say Wayne does the best version. Joseph Cooper says, and Kevin Deegan say beautiful. Paddy Maboy says class. So there you go.
Thank you very much.
Actually, Kelly said asked earlier on, is Eddie Kane going to come on with a birthday cake for me? He would know better. He knows better than to do that. Terry Durkin says, I love the vest, guys. Vest?
Might even say we're the best in the country.
The best in the country. Okay. All right. Okay, think I need to go and get a...
Any more requests there?
Pint.
Damara's coming in. Any more coming in there?
Well, I tell you, we're going to continue. We're staying with the period of 1916, and Milo has a wonderful song now for us. It's a ballad that was written by Paddy Carney, and Paddy Carney has a claim to be the bard of 1916 because he wrote this song, The Bold Fenian Men, but he also wrote The Tricoloured Ribbon. He wrote the great ballad Éireann go Bragh, or The Round of Town. And he also wrote our national anthem. So Paddy Carney was a prolific balladeer, and he wrote great ballads that have sustained themselves over the years and are still as popular today as the first day they were written. The Bold Fenian Men is probably the iconic ballad that remembers the Fenian movement of the 1867. The Fenian movement was indeed, it was formed in America in 1851 by three patriotic men and Michael Corcoran, Michael Doheny, and John O'Mahony. And they formed the Fenian movement. Indeed, they were exiles of the people that were disposed and dispersed after the Great Hunger. And they wanted to do something about the destitution and misery that Ireland had been condemned to. And the Fenian movement was to liberate Ireland. But this song remembers them. It's a wonderful ballad, and here's Milo to sing it in his own style. And he did a nice arrangement together with Damaris. So here's Paddy Carney's great song, The Bold Fenian Men.
Thanks, Derek. Down by the glenside I met an old woman, a plucking young nettle. She ne'er saw me coming, but I listened a while to the song she was humming. Glory, oh, glory, oh, to the bold Fenian man.
1,
'Tis 50 long years since I saw the moonbeam on strong manly forms, on eyes with hope gleaming. I see them again, sure in all my sad dreaming. Glory, oh, to the bold Fenian man. When I was a young man, they're marching and drilling. I woke in the glenside, sounds awesome and trilling. They love dear old Ireland, to die they were willing. Glory, oh, to the bold Fenian man. Some die by the glenside, some die near a stranger, and wise men have told me that their cause was a failure. They fought for old Ireland, they never feared danger. Glory, oh, to the bold Fenian man. I passed on my way, God's praise that I met her, be life long or short, I'll never forget her. We may have brave men, but we'll never have better. Glory, oh, to the bold Fenian man. Was down by the glenside, I met an old woman, a plucky young nettles. They never saw me coming. I listened a while to the song she was humming. Glory, oh, to the bold Fenian man. Glory, oh, to the bold Fenian man.
Lovely stuff.
Mighty stuff there.
I'm done after that.
Well, I tell you, a great song there, Pather Carney's wonderful ballad remembering the courage, bravery and dedication to the people of Ireland of the great Fenian men. And we're going to turn this time to the man who brings so much joy to the stage, Andreas, and he's going to sing a song that He's been a great favourite of mine for many, many years.
Oh, sure
It's a
now.
great favourite of everybody's because it sings of illicit whiskey. And we all like a drop.
We all do. Absolutely.
And no better man to take a drop than Andreas, and he's going to sing about it. Katie Daly was serenaded in song back in the 60s, and the song has been around for many, many years. And here's Andreas to give his own little style. And to remind you all that poor old Katie Daly was a whiskey maker. She made potchie in the mountains of Tipperary. And the excise people in London got to know about it, and they wanted a slice. Yes. But Katie was smart. She took a recipe over to America, and she had the good fortune to meet him.
She did. Who did she meet?
Oh, she was walking down the streets of Nashville.
Singing do diddy dum diddy do.
Diddy dum.
She was walking down the streets of Nashville, and who did she meet? Only this fella, and he said, "You're a lovely looking lady.
All right,
Where are you
right,
from?"
right.
She says, "Tipperary." And he says, "Oh, I heard a lot about Tipperary."
All right, yeah. It's
Yes.
a long way.
So she says, who are you anyway? That's asking. He says, "My name is Jack Daniels."
All right, very good.
So poor old Jack got an easy recipe there from Katie. And here's saying,
Go on, finish it.
it's
Okay,
Andreas
to,
to sing.
Raymond Smith there, down in from County Cavan. I think it's from Teresa
yes,
Brown
great
is watching
country
in.
down
Mary's watching in there from Detroit, and I don't think Mary has missed a week either.
Fair play to
And we're
Mary.
looking forward to seeing Mary there in November. So looking forward to seeing all our Detroit friends there in November. Kelly said loves the way Andreas laughs at his own
Look
jokes.
at I love the way I laugh myself, you know. That's right, at least someone has it.
No better man to laugh at himself.
Oh, God. All right. Tis hot in here, isn't it, Derek?
Yeah, it's hot in the StockHouse at the moment, yes.
Oh, tell
yes. The music is hot, and so is the atmosphere. But I tell you, we have lots of people listening to us that are eating at the moment around stairs, and they're outside. Hopefully the time will come when they'll be able to come inside and hear us perform all our great songs. But here's Andreas to keep us going. So get your hands clapping, get your toes tapping. Here we go.
Everything clapping.
Derek, give a shout out there to Randy Byrne who's watching in there all the way over in Toronto.
Randy.
Yes.
Especially for Randy.
The only person that
Don't
gets
you
away with
start.
talking, calling Derek Beard. He's the only person that gets away with it. So
There you go. So as Derek said, we'll dedicate this to everybody who's downstairs and outside, tuned in and watching on the big screen. I think it's 66 inches. It's a big screen. I know exactly what you're saying. Oh, where are we?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Come down the mountains, Katie Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katie Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. All right. Come down the mountain, Katie Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katie Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. Our old man Katie came from Tipperary in the pioneering year of 42. Her old man, he was shot in Tombstone City for the making of the Irish Mountain Dew. All right, come down the mountains, Katie Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katie Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. Wake up and pay attention, Katie Daly. I'm the judge that's gonna sentence you. All the boys in court have drank your whiskey. Oh yeah. Tenant keep themselves, I tell you to. Hey, come down the mountains, Katie Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katie Doo.
off to jail they took for Katie Daly. But very soon the gates be opened wide. An angel came for poor old Katie Daly and took her far across the great divide. Hey, come down the mountains, Katie Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katie Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. Well, at the Golden Gates there stood for Katie. St. Peter said, good brewers, they are few. So step inside the Golden Gates, good Katie, and start to brew your heavenly Mountain Dew. Hey, come down the mountains, Katie Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katie Doo. Katie Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. Let's hear you singing, everybody, come on. Come down the mountains, Katie Daly. Everybody downstairs, come on. Come down from the mountains, Katie Doo. And outside, can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. One more time. Come down the mountains, Katie Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katie Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. Can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew.
What do you call that called?
Woody Woodpecker.
It's the Woody
That's one thing my mother
Woodpecker
taught me.
song. Once again, sing it in. It's the singing it all day long.
Oh my God.
The Woody
I'm not
Woodpecker.
well.
Well, fair play to
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Andreas there. There he goes with then. Lots of people seem to like that tomorrow. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, loads of people loving your Woody Woodpecker there, Andreas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus, there's more.
Kevin
You have to
Deegan
learn
loves
that
it.
song for us. You have to learn that.
It's called the Woody Woodpecker.
Hello to, who was it? Fiona Sinead to Fergie outside in Penny Lane. Fair play to you. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Are they on a romantic night in or out?
Ooh, you never know.
Yeah, that's. Well, there'll never be a dull moment with Andreas. It's always fun. And thanks for all you people that sent up the good wishes for him from the restaurant. And he likes to get the reaction from people. He got plenty of it this time. Yeah.
So this is all about. This is all about. We're having fun.
Okay, we're going to feature now the flying fingers of Damaris on the banjo, and she's going to play a couple of tunes. So the banjo, of course, is not an Irish instrument. It was developed in America by the African slaves, and it was an instrument that immediately the Irish took hold of it because many of the street musicians seen in the banjo that it was loud and it could be heard on the street as opposed to the guitar, and it became very much part of the balladeers in Ireland. And of course, the man who popularized the banjo was the famous Dan Emmett, who brought his, the Virginia minstrels to Ireland back in the early 1840s. And of course, he had lots of people from Cavan.
Sorry, did you say Cavan?
Yes.
Oh, I hope it's good. Go on.
Yes, it's good, yes.
Are they playing tomorrow? Oh, yes.
Cavan is playing tomorrow, yes. Our day out. Hopefully it'll be more than one day out
Kelly
this year.
says the banjo is the best instrument ever. I totally agree.
No.
Okay.
No,
Mandy
no,
Kemp, there's
no.
Mandy Kemp watching in. She says, "Go, Miss Flying Fingers." I call it Flying Fingers because I don't give two flying fingers.
Hold on. I got this one.
There's the lads from Dreams of Freedom watching in there. Fair play, lads, down in County Kerry. So.
Hello there, lads. Bonjour.
No, another wonderful band.
Bonjour.
And of course, Damaris has a CD with a banjo on my knee. If you really want to download it, you can do so on the internet. And all our songs, that one, of course, you can download. The Katie Daly, and all of the songs, Foggy Dew, they're all there. And if you want to have our music 24/7, you can do that. Yes,
Absolutely.
And,
And
Absolutely.
if we have to endure another few months of lockdown, it'd be cool with a banjo on my belly.
Woo! TMI.
Too much eating, too much eating.
Yes, too much indigestion. TMI. Oh, God. Hello there. Give us a wave. Look at him.
And of course, the banjo is synonymous with the Mississippi, and the banjo players and there were legion all over the place, and none of them could play it like Tamara. So here she is.
Banjo on the Mississippi doesn't have the same ring.
No,
really,
it doesn't really, does it?
Where would you get it? That's the wonderful playing there at the Mars and the banjo and a great tune there.
The Flying Fingers.
Flying Fingers, yes.
It's Kay Whelan there, a brilliant banjo playing the Mars. Fair play, thanks Kay. And Bernadette Vidal as well. They're great with the emoji. Kevin Deegan he's doing some good job on the emojis. In fairness to them.
Yes. Good emoji.
They're great on the old emojis. So
Oh my God, what's an emoji? What's an emoji?
An emoji. I don't know, Andres.
There's Marianne Stevens watching now. Thanks, Marianne. She's got the little banjo emoji, see?
We want to hear you all sing this time, boys and girls out there, and join us with a great song. We're on the one road, so come on, let's see, get those hands clapping, toes tapping. Put down your phone knives and forks there, and sing along with us, and we're on the one road. So the great song written by Frank O'Donovan brought Irish people together in 1942 when he wrote it for a great show in the Theatre Royal in Dublin. And the song has been popular ever since. It's a wonderful Irish ballad, and he wrote some fine songs over his lifetime. And here's the great one, We're on the One Road.
Already.
We're on the one road. Hopefully we'll be on the one road again very soon.
Jeez, we might. We might.
We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, we're swinging along, we're singing a soldier's song. And though we've had our troubles now and then, now is the time to make them up again. Sure aren't we, or Irish anyhow. Now is the time to step together now. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, and maybe the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, we're swinging along, we're singing a soldier's song. Oh, tinker, tailor, every mother's son, a butcher, a baker, a shouldering is gone, a rich man, a poor man, every man alive. All together just like old lang syne. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, we're swinging along, we're singing a soldier's song. Oh, night is darkest just before the dawn. From dissensions Ireland is reborn. Soon we'll all, united Irishmen, make our land a nation once again. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, we're swinging along, we're singing a soldier's song. One more time, we're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, we're swinging along, we're singing a soldier's song. What? There we go, boys and girls. We miss you out there, live audience. We do miss you, yeah. We can't wait to have them back and joining in the front and joining in the songs and the spirit of our music. We're going to have Milo, I think, again, is with Celtic Symphony. Yes, the Celtic Maniac.
Okay. This is the Celtic Maniac.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, the Celtic Football Club is the club in Glasgow that they were founded by the Irish back in the 19th century. And it's a badge of identity for the Glasgow Irish. But of course, the followers now are all over the world. The Celtic clubs, Australia, in Hawaii. We were out in Hawaii, and the Celtic club came to. We actually played for them in Honolulu, and so the Celtic.
How do you do? I mean, oh, Honolulu.
Yes.
How do you do?
Well, we had a great time. Looking forward to going back to Hawaii, probably later on in the year, early next year. It'll be a nice place to go in January, one.
Oh, absolutely. Jeez, we're free to go anywhere. I'll go to the Arctic in January if I have to.
Yeah.
Anyone join me? No? No? Okay.
I know you're all right.
I'm fine, Honolulu.
How do you do?
do yourself?
How do you do?
I'm fine, Honolulu.
Andreas, have we to get out or Nike
Yeah, it is
runners
good.
for this one?
Honolulu. I'm fine.
Good God.
What are we doing?
What are we going to do with you, Derek? I don't know.
I don't know what I'm going to do, which is, Mum, let's get the show on the road.
This is what happens when we have a year off.
Yes.
You know.
Okay.
Eddie, you'll be on about an hour. I hope you're having fun out there, because we're having fun here. And we've nobody in front of us. We're just having fun.
Missing pieces whistle though.
Oh, yeah, jeez. Want me to whistle?
We have a lady
mention of
there.
flutes.
She's
There'll
in,
be no mention of flutes here, right?
She's in Venice, in Italy, or Venice in Florida. Which is it?
Venice,
Yeah.
Florida, I think.
Go Florida.
Well, somebody's coming with me.
Stasha Beatrice says I'm from Venice. I'm not sure. Venice, Florida. I don't know.
Venice, Italy.
Ciao.
Italy, yes.
Benvenuti,
Italy.
benvenuti,
Ciao,
Master, benvenuti.
Ciao. Don't mention the war on Sunday.
Okay. She walked across the dance floor that night, she was dressed in green. She was a Celtic lady, she was the Celtic queen. But how'd she get there and how'd she know and all the music, the beat, the tempo, she was up for the match. Oh, what a catch, stand by. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Tavares.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When she walked across the dance floor that night, she was dressed in green.
Oh, yeah.
She was the Celtic lady, she was the Celtic queen. But how'd she get there and how'd she know and all the music, the beat, the tempo, she was up for the match. Oh, what a catch. She said, greetings, hold tight for the new jam, hold tight for the mic on the left jam. Are you ready? I'm up on the groove tip. Ready now, move to the roof, this life, it has no meaning. Are you ready now, move to the madness, this party night to you. We bring this group, she's a maniac, maniac on the floor. And she dancing like she never danced before. She's a maniac, maniac on the floor. And she dancing like she never danced before. C-E-L-T-I-C, CFC is the place to
Sorry,
be.
I have a moment. Cavan's playing tomorrow. We have to mention Cavan.
All
You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
It's not your own. C-A-V. V-A-N's an extra V. Come on, Cavan, tomorrow.
She's a maniac, maniac on the floor. And she dancing like
she never danced before. Celtic maniac, maniac on the floor. And she dancing like she never danced before. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall. Up to the cells, up to the cells. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall. Up to the cells, up to the cells. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. See graffiti on the wall. Up the cells, up the cells. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. See graffiti on the wall. Graffiti on the wall. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Banjo. Rocket, rocket, baby, baby, rocket, rocket more. Rocket, rocket, baby, baby, rocket, rocket, dance floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the StockHouse to the maximum. She's a maniac, maniac on the floor. And she dancing like she never danced before. Celtic maniac, maniac on the floor. And she dancing like she never danced before. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. See graffiti on the wall. The suns, the suns. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall. Oh, the suns. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall. The suns. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's the Celtic Maniac there from Milo, and we're going to finish up the first half of the show with give Cavan a great Cavan song from Andreas, Loch Sheelan Eviction. It's a beautiful ballad that reminds us all of the people of Cavan and the sad and bad days during the 19th century and the Great Hunger. And if you're watching this show out there on the internet and you have an ounce of Irish blood in you, you are a survivor of Ireland's Holocaust and the people that were starved and dispersed and disposed of out of Ireland in the 19th century around the world. This song remembers the Loch Sheelan Eviction, and it's a very beautiful ballad, and no better man to sing it with the gorgeous voice that he has. Here's Andreas and Loch Sheelan Eviction, and we wish Cavan the very best tomorrow against
Oh, Derek,
Tyrone.
that's very kind of you. Yeah, just because Dublin isn't playing, it's so kind of you to do that. Meanwhile, Milo's cheering for Tyrone. He loves Tyrone.
Up Tyrone.
Yeah, you're on your own.
Up Tyrone.
All right.
Farewell, my love. A sad farewell. my tale of anguish no one can tell, for I'm forced to fly for the ocean wide from the home I love by Loch inside. So proud was I of my girl so fair, I was envied most by the young men there. When I first brought her, a bashful bride, to my cottage home by Loch inside, and the harvest dance on the village green, to the blind O'Leary's enchanting strain. No foot like hers could so nimbly dance, nor smile so sweetly as my Eileen's glance. Farewell, my love, a sad farewell, my tale of anguish no one can tell, for I'm forced to fly o'er the ocean wide from the home I love by Loch inside. Oh, but all our joys were too good to last. The landlord came, our young hopes to blast. In vain we pleaded for mercy, no. He hurled us out in the blinding snow. Now none would open for us their door, for ill-felt vengeance would reach them sure. My Eileen fainted in my arms and died, while the snow lay deep by Loch inside. Serious singing. Farewell, my love, a sad farewell, my tale of anguish no one can tell, for I'm forced to fly o'er the ocean wide from the home I love by Loch inside. I said a prayer for my lifeless love, and I raised my hands to the Lord above. O God of justice, I wildly cried, revenge the death of my murdered bride. I laid her down in the churchyard low, where in the springtime sweet daisies grow. I shed no tears for my heart that died on that woeful night by the shield inside. Farewell, my country, I can no longer stay. This ship will soon take me far away. Oh, but my fond heart would sooner bide by my Eileen's grave, by Loch Shielin's side. By my Eileen's grave, by Loch Shielin's side.
Wow.
Well done, Andrea.
What
Thank
a
you.
performance there from Andrea Stoken and the great ballad, the Loch Shielan Eviction. And thanks. And I think we leave it at that for our first half of the show. And don't leave us now, folks, but stay with us because you're going to hear full songs and from Eddie Kane. Now, Eddie is a young man that lives over in County Kildare. His heart is in his music. And he loves the songs and the sentiment of them, and he's a born balladeer. And you're going to hear a young man now with a passion for the songs that is super talented. So he'll be along in a few moments, and we'll see you back in about 15, 20 minutes with the second half of the show, so don't go away.
Don't
Tell
forget
them-
our cruise, folks. Our cruise is going to be playing before Eddie comes on and after he comes on. So stay tuned for the cruise ad, and we'll see you in a little while. Bye.
We'll throw you
It's
a
the
light bulb.
holiday of the year aboard the Caribbean Princess for Two Finnegans Irish Fun in the Caribbean Sun on their third annual Caribbean Cruise, featuring a host of Irish stars including Derek Warfield and the Young Wolfe Tones, Kathy Durkin, All Folked Up, Funny Man Gary Gamble, Olivia Douglas, the talented Aoife Cunningham, and Damien Quinn. We'll set sail from Fort Lauderdale, Florida on February 6th for 7 nights of great fun, visiting Princess Kay's private island in the Bahamas, St. Thomas in the US Virgin Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis. Enjoy your favorite cocktails, relax by the pool, swim in the warm seas, and much more. With prices starting from $12.99 per person sharing, it's the best value on the high seas. All cabin prices include your drinks package, unlimited Wi-Fi, all your onboard gratuities, and port taxes. For details on how to book this trip of a lifetime, email Sarah F at uniquetrav.com or telephone 001 561 495 5775. So join us for some Irish fun in the Caribbean winter sun in February 2022. You don't want to miss it.
Going. My name's Eddie Kane, and thanks a million to the Young Wolfe Tones for asking me along tonight. Going to kick it off with a song called Lakes of Pontchartrain. 'Twas on one fine March morning I bid New Orleans adieu. I took the road to Jackson Town, me fortune to renew. I cursed all foreign money, no credit could I get, which filled my heart with longing for the lakes of Pontchartrain. I stepped on board a railroad car beneath the morning sun. I rode the roads till even, and then I laid me down again. All strangers here, no friends to me, till a dark girl toward me came, and I fell in love with the Creole girl by the lakes of Pontchartrain. Well, she took me into her mammy's house and treated me right well. Had hair upon her shoulders in jet black, her ringlets fell to try to paint her beauty. I'm sure 'twould be in vain, so handsome was my Creole girl by the lakes of Pontchartrain. Well, I said, my pretty Creole girl, my money here is no good. Well, if it weren't for the alligators, I'd sleep out in the wood. You're welcome here, kind stranger. Our house is very plain, but we never turn a stranger out by the lakes of Pontchartrain. Well, I asked her if she'd marry me. She said that ne'er could be, for she had got a lover and he was far at sea. She swore that she would wait for him, and through she would remain till he returned to his Creole girl by the lakes of Pontchartrain. So fare thee well, my Creole girl, I never will see you more. But I won't forget your kindness in the cottage by the shore, and at each social gathering a flowing bowl I'll bread, and I'll drink a health to my Creole girl by the lakes of Pontchartrain. Thanks very much. I'm going to liven things up a bit now. This is a great song. It was arranged by the great Dominic Bean, as far as you know. It's a song called McAlpine's Fusiliers. Tells a great story of all the workers in England back in the day who missed home. Very powerful song. Hope you enjoy.
Well, it was down the glen came McAlpine's men with their shovels slung behind them. Sorry. Try that again. Well, it was down the glen came McAlpine's men with their shovels slung behind them. 'Twas in the pub they drank their sub, and out upon the spike you'll find them. They sweated blood and they washed down mud with pints and quarts of beer. Oh, and now we're on the road again with McAlpine's Fusiliers. Ah, well, I stripped to the skin with the darky fin, away out upon the Isle of Gren. With horse-faced tool, we know how to roll. No money if you stop for rain. McAlpine's God was a well-filled hod, your shoulders cut to bits and seared. Oh, and woe to he went to look for tea with McAlpine's Fusiliers. Well, I remember the day that the Bear O'Shea fell into a concrete stairs. What Horseface said when he saw him dead, well, it wasn't what the rich call prayers. I'm a navvy short was one retort that reach into my ears. Oh, when the going gets rough, well, you must be tough with McAlpine's Fusiliers. Oh, well, I stripped to the skin with the darky fin, way out upon the Isle of Gren. With horse-faced tool, we know how to roll. No money if you stop for rain. McAlpine's God was a well-filled hod, your shoulders cut to bits and seared. Oh, and woe to he went to look for tea with McAlpine's Fusiliers. Oh, well, I worked till the sweat nearly had me bed, with a Russian check and Paul. Up the shuttering jam, up the hydro dam, or underneath the Thames in a hole. I grafted hard and I got my cards, and many's a ganger's fist across me ears. Well, if you pride your life, don't join by Christ with McAlpine's Fusiliers. Oh, and now we're on the road again with McAlpine's Fusiliers.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I'm going to sing a song that means a lot to me now. It's a song written by a man called Sigerson Clifford. who I actually found out during the week his real name was actually Eddie as well, so that's kind of cool. This song's called The Boys of Barnashrida. It comes from Carsaveen in the County Kerry. Oh, the town that climbs the mountain and looks out upon the sea. At sleeping time or waking time, it's there I'd like to be. To walk again that kindly street, the place my life began, with the boys of Barnashrida who hunted for the ran. With cudgels stout we roamed about to hunt for the dreoline. We searched for birds in every furze, from Litter to Duneen. We sang for joy beneath the sky. Life held no print or plan, and the boys of Barnashrida went hunting for the ran. Oh, and when the hills they were bleeding and the rifles were flame, to the rebel homes of Kerry the Saxon stranger came. But the men who dared the oxys and who beat the black and tans were the boys of Barnashrida who hunted for the ran. Now here's a toast to them tonight, wherever they may be, by the banks of Harren River or the slopes of Benety. And I am left to sing their deeds and praise them while I can. Those boys of Barnashrida who hunted for the ran. Oh, and when the wheel of life runs out and peace comes over me, just lay me down in that old town between the hills and sea.
I'll take my rest in those green fields, the place my life began with those boys of Barnashrida who hunted for the ran. Those boys of Barnashrida who hunted for the ran.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I'm going to do one more for yous. Another lively one. It's one of my favourite songs, and I sing it at nearly every gig. It's called Go Lassie Go. It's a Scottish song. It always goes down well, so it's an absolutely beautiful song. This tune's called Tuning. Originally from China, I think. She might chance me out Melodian on this one. It's a good thing you can't hear what they're saying. Go, lassie, go. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love bower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will place all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
if my true love, she were gone, I would surely find another where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Thank you. Thanks very much.
For Tim Finnegan's Irish Fun in the Caribbean Sun on their third annual Caribbean Cruise, featuring a host of Irish stars including Derek Warfield and the Young Wolfe Tones, Kathy Durkin, All Folked Up, Funny Man Gary Gamble, Olivia Douglas, the talented Aoife Cunningham, and Damien Quinn. We'll set sail from Fort Lauderdale, Florida on February 6th for 7 nights of great fun, visiting Princess Kay's private island in the Bahamas, St. Thomas in the US Virgin Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis. Enjoy your favorite cocktails, relax by the pool, swim in the warm seas, and much more. With prices starting from $12.99 per person sharing, it's the best value on the high seas. All cabin prices include your drinks package, unlimited Wi-Fi, all your onboard gratuities, and port taxes. For details on how to book this trip of a lifetime, email Sarah f@uniquetrav.com or telephone 001 561 495 5775. So join us for some Irish fun in the Caribbean winter sun in February 2022. You don't want to miss it.
And welcome back to our show here. Derek Warfield here. These are the Young Wolfe Tones. And our guest there this week was Eddie Kane. And I'm sure you all enjoyed the wonderful ballads that he sang for you. Particularly, I enjoyed the great song, The Boys Are Born to Shroud. What a wonderful song. And we'd like to see him, nice to see him doing it. So, Eddie Kane, a big thank you from all of us here for coming across, making the journey from Allenwood. And we hope to see you again before our series is finished. So, well, we're back to this time.
He's a fine banjo player, Derek, as you know, but he's struggling a little bit with the tune, The Bag of Spuds, you know, so we slag him every week, you know, when he comes. So, but he's a fine banjo player as well as a great guitar player and singer. So fair play. Thanks, Eddie.
He's having a problem peeling the spuds, is he? Yeah. No. Okay, we're going to start off with a song. We Get Out Your Black and Tans, and it's a ballad that was written by Dominic Bean, and a song that you know, it's probably the best song of resistance ever written about the Black and Tans, and it was sung back in the 20s. I've been singing it since the 1960s, and of course it's it's truly a great song of resistance. So get those hands clapping and toes tapping, and let's see you sing. Yeah.
Alrighty. Okie dokie.
Freezer Brown there is looking for Flight of Earls.
Yeah,
so
I think we're going to do that later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we are, yeah.
It's on the cards,
And,
yes.
Sue
That's it,
Watson
shout.
says, hi again, lovely people. Could you do the Mingulay boat song or Claire to Hear for us in Portsmouth? So, fair play.
Absolutely.
There's Josie Fletcher watching in. Jim McGrath is looking for Joe McDonald. So, I know we did Joe McDonald last week. So, but feel free to tune in to myself and Milo tomorrow night. We'll be definitely. I know it was his birthday yesterday. So,
It was Milo's birthday yesterday.
no, it was Joe McDonald's.
Oh, because it's your birthday soon as.
It's actually Joe McDonald's anniversaries.
Oh,
Yeah.
right,
yeah,
okay.
so-
Oh,
It's a Jewel Bertie show tomorrow night.
it was somebody's birthday.
A Jewel Bertie show.
No, we were saying it was Joe McDonald's anniversary yesterday,
right.
so that's
Okay.
why people are looking for it tonight. so,
Lovely,
yes.
lovely, lovely.
Right.
A minor, isn't it? Derry. Yeah, Derry. Derry. I'm sorry, you told me Derry. Okay. Where are we then? Oh, okay, grand, lovely. I love being on the same boat. Can't wait.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I was born on a Dublin street where the Lyle drums did beat. The loving English speak to walk all over us. And every single night when me dad would come on tight, he'd invite the neighbours out with this chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. How the IRA made to run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Gaelish and Run. Come, let us hear you tell how you slander great Parnell, and you taught them well and truly persecuted. What are the sneers and jeers you loudly let us hear when our leaders of 16 were executed? Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. How the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Gaelish and Run. Come tell us how you slew them old Arabs 2 by 2. Like the Zulus, they had spears and bow and arrows. Bravely you faced one with your 16 pounds of gun, and you frightened them natives to the marrow. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. How the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Gaelish and Run. Come, let us hear you tell how you slander great Parnell when you taught them well and truly persecuted. What are the sneers and jeers you loudly let us hear when our leaders of 16 were executed? Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. How the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Gaelish and Run. Well, the time is coming fast I think the day is near when each Shonian will run before us. And if there be a need, well, our kids will say Godspeed with a verse or two of singing this fine chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your white for you won medals down in Flanders. How the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Killishan. One more time there. I was born in a Dublin street where the Lyle drums did beat. Those loving English feet that walked all over us. And every single night, when me dad would come home tight, he'd invite the neighbours out with the chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show you white how you won medals down in Flanders. How the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Killishan. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show you white how you won medals down in Flanders. How the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Killishan. Listen to that banjo.
I couldn't wait for that song to end. It just kept going. It was straight into the last chorus.
Well, I tell you what, that's one of the great songs there written by Dominic B. and the Get Out Your Black and Tans. And of course, there's lots more songs about the Black and Tans. We'll sing. We had a very, very special request last week for the Black and Tan going. We must take that one out and sing it sometime. And I know that Milo's going to sing one of his favourite songs now for you. And with the 4th of July just gone by, we had a great pleasure of being part of a twinning of the city's Boyne City in Michigan and here in Trim in the Boyne Valley. We were there last Sunday. It was a great honour for us to be part of that celebration of the twinning of the two parts of our countries that are called after the Boyne Valley. And of course, the Boyne Valley is the hidden treasure of Ireland. We're going to sing a song this time I'd like to dedicate to all our American viewers that are watching, and knowing that you had a wonderful day on the 4th of July. This song is a tribute to all of the Irish immigrants that left our shores and made a contribution to building that great country. And particularly want to dedicate this to all the young men and women who filled the ranks of the police force of the city of New York. Many of them were my closest lifelong friends, and this song celebrates their dedication to their city, their community, and their country. And here's Milo to sing it. His favourite song, will I say?
Yes.
Also, Helen Nyhan says, hi all, can you please wish Dennis Fitzgerald a very happy birthday? Dennis joins in every week via her Facebook page. Thank you, Helen.
Well, thanks,
Happy
Helen.
birthday, Dennis.
Happy birthday, Dennis. Yes.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God, Kelly Z has got some emojis going on.
Wow. Is there fireworks?
Still letting off
Hit the
fireworks
ground, hit
after
the ground.
Joe Brown says, brilliant music. Remember, we are all Italian.
We're all at
Ooh, don't mention the war.
I want to tell Kelly there's a couple of emojis in this band.
That's the best joke. That's the best joke in the last 3 weeks.
Emojis. Say the word emojis, Derek.
Well, they're just around there somewhere.
Kelly said and Pierce win the competition for the best, and Bernadette Vidal
Yeah,
win the competition for the best emojis.
we'll
ever.
give it to them. Absolutely. Oscar winning.
They could actually do a request sheet just for emojis, you know? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
was 18 years old when I went down to Dublin with a fistful of money and a cartload of dreams. Take your time, said me father, stop rushing like hell, and remember all is not what it seems to be. For there's fellas that cut you for the coat on your back, or the watch that you got from your mother. So take care, me young bucko, and mind yourself well. Will you give this wee note to me brother? At the time Uncle Benji was a policeman in Brooklyn. Me father, the youngest, he looked after the farm. When a phone call from America said send a lad over, me old fella said sure it wouldn't do any harm. For I spend my life working this dirty old ground for a few pints of porter and the smell of a pound. And sure maybe there's something you learn or you'll see, and you can bring it back home, make it easy on me. So I landed at Kennedy when a big yellow taxi carried me and me bags through the streets and the rain. Well, me poor heart was thumping around with excitement, and I hardly even heard what the driver was saying. We came in the short parkway through the flatlands of Brooklyn to my uncle's apartment on East 54th. I was feeling so happy, I was humming a song, and I sang You're as free as a bird. Well, the short in the story, what I found out that day was that Benji got shot down in an uptown foray. And while I was flying my way to New York, poor Benji was lying in a cold city morgue. So I phoned up the old fella, told him the news. I could tell he could hardly stand up in his shoes, and he wept as he told me, go ahead with the plan, and not to forget, be a proud Irishman. So I went up to Nellie's beside Fordham Road, started to learn about lifting the load. But the heaviest thing that I carried that year was the bittersweet thoughts of my hometown so dear. I went home that December, 'cause me old fella died, and to borrow the money from Phil on the side, and sure all the bright flowers and brass couldn't hide the poor wasted face of my father. I sold up the old farmyard for what it was worth. Into my bag stuck a handful of earth, and I boarded a plane, and I caught me a train, and I found myself back in the US again. It's been 22 years since I've set foot in Dublin. Me kids know to use the correct knife and fork, but I'll never forget the green grass and the rivers as I keep law and order on the streets of New York. La la la.
you get it? That's a great song and a request there for Nolene, and I wanted to hear that ballad. And I see a request there for Rising the Moon. There's loads of emojis there from Kevin.
Oh, them ones, yes.
Nolene, Eileen, we all scream for. Who, Lean?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Liam, the members want ice cream.
And another song I have here from Liam Riley, that's pen, and of course this one is called "The Flight of the Earls," and Andreas is going to sing it, and it's all about the young Irish immigrants that left in the 80s from Ireland. Many of them come back home here and created some of the finest enterprises here across Ireland. But I'm glad to say that now our young people are staying home and here in Ireland, and many of them making successful businesses throughout the country. But this song remembers the 80s generation, early 80s, and here's Andreas to sing it. Yeah, and of course Liam Riley, the author and composer of this song, it sadly passed away last year during the COVID, but he left us a tremendous legacy of great songs, and this is one of them. You heard just one of them there a while ago, The Streets of New York, and so here we are.
And Derek, we're going to dedicate this song to Orla. It's her birthday on Monday the 12th, and so happy birthday to Orla, and we're going to play this one for you.
Lovely.
And don't forget, Derek, we also had a special request for Biddy Monaghan.
Lovely.
So,
Lovely.
just so you know, I know you have a set list, but it's very flexible. So we had a request for Biddy Monaghan. So.
Lovely. There's a love and old Biddy Mulligan. Eddie. Am I an E? Oh no, of all people, I'm in the wrong key.
That was some lovely Andreas.
It would, wouldn't it? Just beautiful, beautiful. I can hear the bells of Dublin in this lonely waiting room. The paper boys are singing in the rain. Not too long before they take us to the airport and the noise to get on board a transatlantic plane. We've got nothing left to stay for. We have no more left to say. And there isn't any work for us to do. So farewell, ye boys and girls. Another bloody flight of earls. Our best as it is, our best export too. It's not murder, fear, nor famine that makes us leave this time. We're not going to join McAlpine's Fusiliers. We've got brains and we've got visions. We've got education too, but we just can't throw away those precious years. So we walk the streets of London and the streets of Baltimore, and we meet at night in several Boston bars. We're the leaders of the future, but we're far away from home. Let me dream of you beneath an Irish sky. as we look on Ellis Island, and the boat that leaves North Wall, Manhattan turns away. Another Sunday, we just wonder what you're doing to bring us all back home, as we look forward to another Monday. Because it's not the work that scares us, we don't mind an honest job, and we know things will get better once again. So 1,000 miles to do, we've got Bono and you too. All we're missing is the Guinness and the rain. So switch off your new computers, 'cause the writing's on the wall. We're leaving as our fathers did before. Take a look at Dublin Airport, or the boat that leaves North Wall. There'll be no youth unemployment anymore, because we're over here in Queensland and in parts of New South Wales. We're on the seas and airways and the trains. But if we see better days, those big airplanes go both ways, and we'll all be coming back to you again. But if we see better days, those big airplanes go both ways, and we'll all be coming back to you again. Woo! Thank you.
Oh, amazing, Andres.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank
Where
you.
would you get it? That's the great song there. I thought I'd do a song I had a request for a couple of weeks ago called "The Piper That Played Before Moses." Yes, and
Is it that type?
but I tell you, you
Strange
said
spots.
we had a request for the Rocky Road to Dublin. We're doing that next, and also you had a request for
Mulligan, yes.
was it Monty Malone or
Biddy Mulligan.
oh Billy Mulligan? Billy Mulligan. Yeah. Okay, well let's do
Biddy
Billy
Malone
Mulligan.
and Molly Mulligan.
Are you up for it there?
I sure
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that.
Yes. Well, Billy Mulligan, one of the great Dublin songs.
Big shout out as well to Rachel that's watching in over there in Florida. So looking forward to seeing her soon.
OMG.
One of the great Dublin songs from Harry O'Donovan, and of course he wrote many of these songs with the great Jimmy O'Dea, and Jimmy O'Dea recorded them, I think, probably back in the 30s or 40s. But they're well-known ballads now today. And of course, when you get people from Offaly singing them, and you get people from America singing them, they have really gone into the mainstream ballad repertoire. So here's a wonderful song that I suppose in many ways is the epitome of the Dublin street sellers. And Biddy Mulligan was the queen. Here she is to sing.
Here we go.
This one.
You may travel from Clare to the county Kildare, from Dublin right down to Macroom. Ah, but where would you see a fine widow like me? Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the Coombe. I'm a scrap of a widow, I live in a place in Dublin, it's known as the Coombe. Ah, me comfort any, sure no king could excel, or me palace it consists of one room. By Patrick Street corner for 35 years, sure I stood by me stall, it's no lie. And while I stood there, sure there's no one would dare to say the black was the white of the eye. You may travel from Clare to the county Kildare, from Dublin right down to Macroom. Ah, but where would you see a fine widow like me? Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the Coombe, me boys. Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the Coombe. I sell apples and oranges, nuts and split peas, bullseyes and those sugar sticks sweet. On a Saturday night I sell second-hand clothes from me stall on the floor of the street. Now I have a son, make sure he plays on the fife. He belongs to the Longford Street Band. It would do your heart good just to see him march out on a Sunday to Sandymount Strand. You may travel from Clare to the county Kildare, from Dublin right down to Macroom. Ah, but where would you see a fine widow like me? Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the Coombe, me boys. Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the Coombe. On the banjo. I sell fish on a Friday, lay out on the boards. It's the finest you'll find in the sea. Oh, the best is me herrings, fine Dublin Bay herrings. Sure, there's herrings for dinner and tea. In the park on the Sunday, I make a fine dash as me neighbours they look on in surprise. With me Aberdeen shawl throwing over me head, sure I dazzle the sights of their eyes. You may travel from Clare to the county Kildare, from Dublin right down to Macroom. Ah, but where would you see a fine widow like me? Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the Coombe. Fresh fish, Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the Coombe. Thank you. Very nice, yes.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
The Coombe, yes, Biddy Mulligan.
That's where I was born, you know.
Yeah.
The Coombe, not it wasn't Biddy Mulligan now, but that's where I was born. I'm actually a dub, yeah, I know.
You know,
an exclusive.
Well, the story goes, and the song we were going to do there was the piper that played before Moses. You know, there's lots of songs about bands and people going to Egypt in ancient Irish history, and of course, the story has it that when little Moses was born and when he's found on the banks of the River Nile, there was a band that went over from Dublin to play, the O'Neill Kelly band, and they went over to Egypt, and of course the Pharaoh was delighted to see, because the Egyptians appreciated good music, and the O'Neills had harps, fiddles, banjos, and they had all sorts of instruments, and but anyway, with the Hoolie on the banks of the River Nile.
Where are you going with that one?
Well, we have a couple of Sphinx here in the back. Sphinx. But the Hoolie, anyway, lasted a long time. You know, the O'Neill Kelly band, I always say, were the type of band that if you invited them to your wedding, they'd stay for the christening. The
next day, was it?
They're the kind of people that would stay all night, yes. You'd never get rid of them. But anyway, the Pharaoh says, if you go home to Ireland and take your musicians and your fiddles and your harps with you, I tell you what I'll do. He says, I'll call the river after you. And that's how the old Nile got its name.
Oh my God, that is just terrible, Derek.
Derek, that's beautiful. Beautiful fairy tales, all right. Are they real?
I like
don't know. Not too sure.
It's brutal, I know.
Brutal.
But it's anyway, here we go with the piper that played before Moses.
Lovely.
Actually, Andreas has never played this
Oh,
before.
this is
now,
going to
so
be fantastic. This is going to be.
Sneaky
this is what we
It's gonna be
call
live
the-
stream gold.
Derek Sneaky
This
Weeky.
is Derek Sneaky Weeky for the night now.
It's going to be live stream gold. Oh God. Is Eddie still with us? He could take my place, maybe.
Two sets of hands on the piano, is it?
Could be 4. Just to top it all off, you know.
Oh, come boys, and I'll tell you a story of a piper a little while ago. And he played all sorts of music for friends, relations, and foes. At poolies, weddings, and parties, me lads, he was always the same. He'd dance and he'd sing, do all sorts of things, rotations and musical games. We invited him down to the party. He brought us our place by chance, and we asked him to play a bit of a tune. He said, no, but I'll give you a bit of a dance. And we gave him a mankin of whiskey. We poured out a bottle of stout, and we took a right hole in the back of his pipes. This is the tune that came out. Oh, the piper that played before Moses was a comical bit of a tout. And he'd all sorts of bellas and chanters and ribbons and pipes hanging out. And when he go for to squeeze them, he'd huff, he'd puff and he'd blow. He'd scream and he'd shout till the music came out, and away to the races he'd go. We invited him down to the party. He brought us a place by chance, and we asked him to play a bit of a tune. He said no, but I'll give you a bit of a dance. And we gave him a naggin of whiskey. We poured out a bottle of stout, and we tore a great hole in the back of his pipes. This is the tune that came out. He had all sorts of friends and relations that travelled from way overseas with all sorts of grandeur and splendour, so you'd really get weak at the knees. Where he cleared back the tables and dressers when his cousins from Russia came in, and the hunkers they danced, they all took a chance, kicked up their heels to begin. We invited him down to the party. He brought us a place by chance, and we asked him to play a bit of a tune. He said no, but I'll give you a bit of a dance. We gave him a naggin of whiskey. We poured out a bottle of stout, and we tore a great hole in the back of his pipes. This is the tune that came out. They invited him down to the party. He brought us a place by chance, and we asked him to play a bit of a tune. He said no, but I'll give you a bit of a dance. We gave him a naggin of whiskey. We poured out a bottle of stout, and we tore a great hole in the back of his pipes. This is the tune that came out. That was a bit like O'Neill's, isn't it?
I
It was
can't
going
wait to
on
do that
forever,
next
yeah.
week. I can't wait to do that next week.
We actually never played that song together before. All of us together before. And I'm like,
Yes.
this is what we call Derek's Sneaky Weekies.
The sneaky weeky, yes.
Well, there we go. That's the piper that played before Moses. This time, a very special request, a few requests for the Rocky Road to Dublin. And the Rocky Road to Dublin, it is Milo to belt away with it. And another great song about emigration and about folks leaving Ireland in the 19th century. They had a very hard journey from the west of Ireland. They had to walk along the canal, generally, the Royal Canal, to go to the boats in Dublin and to get to Liverpool. And this is one man's story, and it's told very well in song. So here's Milo and the Rocky Road to Dublin.
Thanks, Derek. We might stay on after this, a little bit of a surprise to do a sailing song after.
Oh, Jesus. Another sneaky week, is it?
Another sneaky week.
Okay.
I think we'll do ole, ole, ole after this.
Okay. Well, in the merry month of May, now from me home I started, left the girls a tune so sad and broken hearted, saluted me father dear, kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, reaping tears this mother, then off to reap the corn and leave where I was born. Couldn't snout like tar the band, it's ghost and goblins, a brand new pair of brogues, rattling all the bogs, frightening all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin. Whack Whack-a-lully-rah. In Mullingar that night I rested and so weary started by delay. Next morning bright and early took a drop of the pure, keeping me heart from singing, but that's the paddy's cure. Early night for drinking to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while at your curious style will set your heart a bubbling. Asked if I was tired, wages iron required till I was almost tired. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin. Whack-a-lully-rah. In Dublin next to ride, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived the views of that fine city, but then I took the stroll all among the quality bundle it was stole. In a neat locality something grasped me mind, when I looked behind no bundle could I find. Upon me stick a wobbling acquired and burn me rogue, send me cons of brogue, wasn't much in vogue. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin. Whack-a-lully-rah. And all tree go. Around there we got away, me spirits never fail, and landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing. Captain and me roared, said the room Paddy. I jumped aboard a cabin bound for Paddy, down among the pigs, played some hardy rigs, danced some hardy jigs. The water round me bubbling went up Holyhead, wished myself for dead, better far instead. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin. Whack-a-lully-rah. Whack-a-lully-rah.
The boys of Liverpool, when I safely landed, called me such the fool. I couldn't no longer stand it, blood began to boil. Camper I was losing for the Lairn's Isle. They began abusing her army, so says I, shillelagh, I'll apply. Call my boys and by, and saw I was a hobbling with the loud array. Joining in the affray, quickly cleared the way. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin, Wackful Alley Rock. Hand on tree, go! Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin, Wackful Alley Rock. On the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin, Wackful Alley Rock. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way and up she rises, way and up she rises, way and up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in a scupper with the hose pipe on him. Put him in a scupper with the hose pipe on him. In the scupper with the hose pipe on him. Early in the morning, way and up she rises, way and up she rises, way and up she rises, early in the morning. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way and up she rises, way up she rises, way and up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter, early in the morning. Way and up she rises, way and up she rises, way and up she rises, early in the banjo. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way and up she rises, way and up she rises, way and up she rises, early in the morning. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor, early in the morning. Way and up she rises, way and up she rises, way and up she rises, early in the banjo. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way and up she rises, way and up she rises, way and up she rises, early in the morning. Way and up she rises, way up she rises, way and up she rises, early in the morning. Love it.
Oh my God, the drunken sailor, and yep, yeah. Well, I think it's time for the fields of Athenry from Andreas.
Oh, sure, look at it.
Yes.
Brady.
No, Brady Daly.
Brady Daly is celebrating their 50th
50th birthday.
Good girl,
50th.
Brady.
Brady, I thought you'd never.
Brady.
I thought you'd never come.
I never thought you'd never come.
No
problem.
bother.
No
jeez,
problem.
no bother. And what's your name? Iggy, just in case people are wondering, he went to the toilet. The toilets are upstairs for the people outside, so we have no audience, just in case you're wondering. This fella came out of nowhere. Happy birthday, Bridie. I'll tell you.
Happy birthday, Bridie.
She looks great, you know.
She looks
I can see her through the TV. I thought she'd
She's
never
looking for the
come.
fields of Athenry.
Yeah.
She's from
sure you
Athenry.
When I seen it, I'm sure she didn't. When she seen my.
And of course, the Fields of Athenry request there, and we always have requests for this song. And here's Andreas to sing it in his own style. And we, you know, for those of you that like the songs that we've just performed for you, they're all available on iTunes for download. And you can get them all there, including this one, Fields of Athenry. And actually, this one, we did a very beautiful video for it. Down at the Family Memorial in Dublin and the Docks. And so here's Andreas to sing it for you.
It felt like the. Anyway, Bridie, happy birthday. You look 51, but no, in fairness, you're only 50. Don't worry, don't matter what they say.
I know
You're
about
looking
a
great,
version. I
Bridie.
know about a man to sing this song, so.
Thank you. Oh, Lord. Riot. My lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Michael, they are taking you away, for you stole your valiant cord, so the young might see the morn. Now the prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Come on, Bridie, let's hear everybody, come on. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly.
Baby, let the free birds fly.
Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. My lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters. Bridie, now you're free. Oh, Bridie, come here, come here. Against the famine and the crowd, I rebel, they ran me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Everybody outside, let's hear you singing, everybody, here we go. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly.
Baby, let the free birds fly.
Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. My lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. Shall she live in hope and pray for love and maddening pain? It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small
songs they sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. One more time, you're on your own. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. The sound of wings, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely, round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Yeah! Thank you. That's all the people in the toilet. Happy birthday, Bridie!
Yeah. Well, I tell you, that brings us to the end of our show here this evening. And I want to thank you all for once again tuning in. Those of you watching at home, around the world, around America, around Scotland, in England, across there in Germany, and in Tunisia, in Italy. We thank you all for watching in this evening. And on behalf of the band, can I just say that it's a great place to perform here. I can't wait until it's full of people here in the performing room. There's lots of people outside in the restaurant eating away and enjoying the music, I hope. But from all of us here in the StockHouse in Trim, and I thank you all indeed for watching once again. And once again, give a big round of applause to the wonderful band here on stage. You just heard the golden voice of Andreas there singing The Fields of Athenry. Let's hear it for him.
Thank you. Thank you, Derek. Thank you.
And on the right, you heard the Rocky Road to Dublin, Mr. Rocky Road himself. Let's hear it for Milo Milan from County Kildare.
Thank you.
And behind here, all the music is the man bumping the bass there out from County Offaly. Let's hear it for Wayne Berreton. Let's hear it for Wayne.
Thank you. Thank you.
And last but by no means least, the lady of the stage, playing the tenor banjo, the flying fingers of the Damaris Woods from at home here in County Meath.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're delighted. We continue. Oh, delayed react. How come I didn't get that? Very disappointed now. Very disappointed now. Folks, this is our third week. We have many more weeks to go here in the StockHouse. And once again, thank you to all the management and staff here who do a great job every week, looking after us and looking after their patrons outside in the lovely warm. It's lovely and warm.
Penny Lane.
Penny Lane. There you go.
We say thanks to each other, to Darren and Stevie, Darren Goldrick's sound with Stephen went along with him. They've done a fantastic job tonight, as they do every night. So thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
And a special thanks to our guest, Eddie.
Yep.
Yes, big special thanks to Eddie Kane out there. Who,
Done, Eddie.
And
No,
Max.
don't forget tomorrow night the two emojis.
That's what you call it, the
There'll be three emojis tomorrow night. If you want to tune in at 10 o'clock Irish time, and we'll be on the...
Is that what you're calling me and Milo now, the two emojis?
Yeah, I think that is a great
Okay.
name. Tell ya.
Me and Eddie are heading to the next gig on Honda 50. Just so you know.
Well, folks, none of us would be here if it wasn't for this gentleman here in the middle of the floor for over 55 years. He's been all over the world. He's been everywhere, anywhere, and we're following with him for the last few years. Delighted to have him. Everybody loves him. We all love him. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Derek Warfield.
And thank you very much, Andreas. Thanks indeed to all of you for coming along to the StockHouse. We'll see you all next Friday. And we'll finish up with Thomas Davis's wonderful song, A Nation Once Again. So good night and God bless until we see you all again. Sing it out. If you're at home, sing it up. And let's see you sing together, A Nation Once Again.
1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4.
When boyhood's fire was in my blood. I read of the ancient freemen of Greece and Rome who bravely stood, 300 men and freemen. And there I prayed I yet might see our fetters rent in twain, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. It whispered to that freedom ark and service high and holy would be profaned by feelings dark of fashioned vain or lowly. But freedom comes from God's right hand and needs a godly train, and righteous men will make our land a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. So as I grew from boy to man, I bent me to that bidding, the spirit of its selfish plan with cruel passion ridding. And thus I hope some made to made, how can such hope be vain, when my dear country will be made a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again.
Good night, God bless. Safe home.